Hello everyone, good morning. In our previous lecture, we discussed about the fiber yielding plant of cotton, hemp, sun hemp, jute, flax, and now our today's lecture we discuss about the fiber yielding of plant of coir, or is also known as the coconut. First of all, the botanical name or scientific name is a Cocos nucifera. The local name is a coconut. It also commonly called in Nariyal. They belongs to family of Palmaceae or Araceae family. They both are the same. And the useful organ for the extraction of the fiber is a stem portion. And they also use for the extraction of this oil portion. And in this oil extraction, the useful portion of this fruit. So, first of all, we discuss about the origin and history. Coconut palm is a source of the vegetable fat as well as the core fiber. It means they are also used for the oilseed and fiber plant. The coconut palm is a widely distributed in the tropical region. There are conflicting views about the center of the origin of coconut. It means they are most often grown in the central region of this tropical area. Then the coconut has been through the origin either in this South Africa, Polynesia and Asia, and most of these workers they are belonged in the Southeastern Asia origin of coconut. It means all of this the South American, Polynesia and Asia, the most of the worker they are belongs to this work of this origin of coconut in the southern Asia, and it is supposed to have to spread the eastward and the westernward by the meaning of the water current. The next, the coconut growing region, it means it is grown in this India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia and Philippines, the West India and the several islands of the Arabic Sea, Bay of the Bengal and Pacific Ocean. The Philippines is the largest producer of coconut. India stands the second in the product of coconut production. It means the Philippines has the larger production of coconut and our India is the second largest production of this coconut. In India, the coconut is commonly mixed in the coastal region of the southern and eastern India, like the Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra and Karnataka. India and Sri Lanka produce the 19% of this total global production of this coconut. And the major coconut growing in the state in the India is the Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Goa and Orissa. So the about 6.4 lakh person get employed, out of which 18% are women. So the totally 6.4 lakh person are interaction in this the origin and the cultivation of coconut in all over the 18% are women employment, and they are the export from this industry are the 17 crore annually. So after the completion origin and distribution, then we discuss about the botanical characteristic of this coconut plant. The coconut palm, it is the tall plant. They have an unbranched and height attaining of the 10 to 25 millimeter. It means they are height is at 10 to 25 and their plant is a very tall plant and they have no branch are present. The trunk is a straight or slightly curved mark with the ring like leaf scale. It means the stem portion, it known as the stem is a very strong, the name is the trunk portion. So the trunk is a straight or either they are a slightly bent and the shape is a curved with the ring like leaf scale. It means the leaf is arranged of this ring like structure. The stem apex is crowded by the 20 to 30 centimeter large and the peripinnately leaves to 18 to 60 centimeter long. It means the leaves are arranged in the stem apex by the crowded, it means the many area, they are the 20 to 30 centimeter large and the leaf are generally peripinnate, it means they are in a leaves arrangement and they is a 18 to 16 centimeter long of this palm leaves. The flowers are covered by the bud-like spathes and the latter they are arranged in the spadic inflorescence. It means that generally they are flower is covered by a arrangement of this satin brake enclosing the flower cluster. It means the one large brake, they are arranged in the flower cluster, they known as the spathes, and they are the arrangement of this the spadic inflorescence. The spadic inflorescence in this, the small flower are borne in the first stem, and they are surrounded by a leaf-like curved bracte. The tree is a monoecious, and both of the male and female flower are formed on the same inflorescence. It means the male and female, both the flower are formation in this same plant. So the coconut plant is a monoecious plant. Then the fruit is a ovoidous fibrous drupe, 20 to 30 cm long. It is differentiated into outer thick exocarp, middle fibrous exocarp, and the inner stony endocarp. It means the fruit is ovoid. It means they are the egg-like egg-shaped structure, and they have a drupe. The length is generally 20 to 30 cm long. Then the fruit is differentiated into three parts. The outer part, when the fibers are present, is known as the exocarp. Then the middle portion, when the fibers are present, known as the mesocarp. In the inner structure, when the watery content are present, they known as this endocarp. So the middle part and endocarp, they are used for the fibration of for extraction of this fiber and oil. And the cavity of the nut is apparently filled with the coconut milk, representing the liquid endosperm. It means in the inner portion of this endocarp, they have a present a coconut milk, and they known as the endosperm. You can see this, they have a stem structure, they are a straight or slightly curved structure, they is a leaf arrangement, they are the half ring structure, they are formation, and the fruit are formation in the cluster shape, and they are generally ovoidous fibrous drupe fruit. Then the cultivation, it is chiefly cultivated in Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. In India, the most of the production in this the Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. For vigorous growth and the good yielding, the plant required the plenty of sun height and average temperature between the 27 to 30 and Celsius, and the well distributed the annual rainfall of the 130 to 250 centimeter. It means for the vigorous growth of this plant, so they have the sunlight are, it means the temperature are obtained to between the 27 to 30 Celsius, and the generally annual rainfall, they are favorable for the 130 to 250 centimeter. There are two distinct variety of the coconut plant. The first one is a tall plant, and the second one is a dwarf plant. So the two various variety are formation. The tall variety is the more suitable for the commercial cultivation in the large plantation. It means the large plantation, the formation of this large variety then used for this tall plant, and the fruit are harvested when the still green to obtain the best quality of core. It means that after the formation of the fruit are harvested when the fruit are still green color and the best quality of this. Then after this cultivation, then after the cultivation, the next process is the harvesting and processing. The fruit are harvested when they still green to obtain the best quality of coir. Then the every harvesting yield weak fibers well delayed picking producing hard and brown color fiber. So in this harvesting process, the weak fibers are not harvested, but the fruit are hard and brown, dark brown color of outer surface of fiber, they are also harvested, and then which is difficult to twist. The mostly used for the upholstery work and the brushing making. It means the fruit, the hard and dark brown, most ofly they are difficult to twist process, and they are mostly used for the upholstery work. It means the soft covering padded fixed in the furniture into chair and sofa and etc. And the brush making industry. The fruit is dehusked in the two ways by the ramming the coconut against the sharp iron spike fixed firmly in the ground at the inclined level, and the splitting huck into the 3 to 4 pieces by the splitting with the cutlass and with the help of the bursting machine, which is mostly practiced in Sri Lanka. It means the fruit are dehusked. Dehusked means the outer dry outer covering some fruit and seed, they are not removed. So they are the two ways the processing. The first one is the ramming process. In this, they are the oldest traditional method. In this, the inflorescence they are the spike color. They are spread into the ground level. And the after one, they are the 3 to 4 species by the splitting with the cutlass. It means they are the cut into 3 to 4 portion, and they have with the bursting machine. After they are added into the bursting machines when the fibers are removed. So this is the mostly process in this occurrence in Sri Lanka. The finest grade fiber is obtained from the husk related in the tidal creeks where the water moves slowly with the rising and falling tides. For the manufacture of this coil yarn, the ratting process is the continue for 8 to 9 months, even the longer in India. It means the manufacture of this core fiber, they are in which the ratting process are used. So in this ratting process, they are continue in India. They have a long time to 8 to 9 months. But for the production of the Bristol and maternous fiber, as the practice in the Sri Lanka, and the husk is ratted just in a 2 week. It means the dry outer covering of this layer in this fruit and seed, they are the removed. In this process, they have a timing before the 2 weeks. And in Sri Lanka, specially designed machines are used to disintegrate the coconut husk. It means in a traditional method, they are the very costly method and they are very time consuming method. So now the Sri Lanka have a most ofly formation of this fiber in this machinery process. You can see this in this picture. The first is coconut tree. After the green coconut, they are the cultivated. Then the coconut husk, it means the outer layer, they known as the husk process. In of the outer layer of the husk, the ramming process, they have the separation of these fibers, and they also the fibers are useful in the various. The fruit are harvested. We also discussed in our previous lecture what is the process they are used in this. Then generally the ratting process is usually done in the submarines in the husk is a lagoon in Sotakli pits within the reaches the brackish sea water, and the pit are covered the palm leaves and wettily down in the mud prevent the husk from the floating. It means there is a technique of the ratting in this. The husked fruit, they are the submerged in this water. So after this submerging the water, the upper surface of this, they are the floating in the upper surface. They are useful for this fiber extraction. And the ratting time is just 2 weeks of this production, this method. Then they are the after the ratting process, they are the outer of this water. It means they are taken out of the water and they wash thoroughly in the repeated to remove in the diet. So the skin is a peel off the husk beaten with the wooden metals to know with the pith and other extraction method. Then the fiber are rinsed and the sun dried, and the fiber are further cleaned and hacked with the steel combs to separate the stiff fiber and the when graded. So after the process of this, the ratting, they are the removed from this water and they are the drying for this sunlight. The coconut fibers, they are generally 0.3 meter in the length. In the surface of the fiber, they are the bundle is in the small structure, and the each fibrovascular bundle, they consist of the scleral chematic sheath surrounding this by this bundle. So you can see this, there is a picture of this coconut fruit. In this, the outer layer of the husk removed, then the inner layer, the fibrous, the appearance of this fiber, they are extract. They have a plant of this coconut. They in a cluster of this form a tree formation. The inflorescence is the spadic, and after they have one fruit, the internal structure. So the outer portion is known as the exocarp. Then the middle portion is known as the mesocarp. They are the useful in the formation of this core. And the inner portion, they have endocarp present, and the outer in the small facile layer are endosperm present. In the endocarp, they have a watery container present. Then after the completion of the cultivation and harvesting process, the some economical factor are The coconut palm is a commercially grown in the hot and humid tropical from the 20th and to 20th of this equator. Means they are most ofly grow in the north and south into 20 Celsius, and they are the mostly into hot and humid tropical region. They require from the 50 to 19 of the well distributed rainfall, and the higher temperature is 18 Fahrenheit. The plant neither grow the well nor produce fruit in the place which gets less than 40 rainfall. So the 40 rainfall, annual rainfall, or the temperature between the below to 74, to say are they in the plant are not produced in a grow well. So they are the temperature required for the 18 Fahrenheit. In the well-dried alluvially of the sand soil, they have a seahorse, the river banks and hilly slope. They are very good for this growth. It means the most of this, the seashore soil and the river bank soil, they are the useful for this better growth. Then after the completion of the economic factor, we discuss about some uses in this. So the tender nuts are demand for this liquid which are provide the refreshing and delicious drink. It means the in this center portion the watery milk are present. So they are the useful for the refreshment and the delicious drink. The coconut fiber is used for the matting materials, rope, net, bag, etc. Then the coir is also useful for the brittle to brushes, the brush making. Then the doormat courses, it means they are the use for this, the mat placed in the doorway, the stuffing of for roll and bus seats, it means they are the soft covering padded, the fix in this, the any furniture, chairs, sofas, bus seats, etc. The copra is a crust to obtain the coconut oil, which is great demand for the edible purpose. This also included in this the oil uses the fruit in this, the inner portion, the copra are present. They are the containing of this oil and they are used for this edible. They also, coconut wood is an ingredient to manufacture of the soap and hair oil. The edible purpose in this, the addition of this are also used for the soap and the hair oil. The brown coir is used in the brush, doormat, mattress and rope, and generally the white coir is used for the mat, geotextile and matting. It means the two type of this coir are the brown and white, but generally the brown are present in the brush, doormat and mattress and rope. But the white coir is used in the mats, the geotextile, it means the permeable fabric which is used for the separation of the some, and the matting process, it means they are the pairing process to prevent the soil from the migrating on river bank and the hilly side. Most of they are suitable for this. The coir is also useful the deterrent snail to delicate planting. It means they are most often used in this. They are also used for the separating to grow the mushroom. They are also used in the insulation and packaging material. Then the coir is being used in the noise prevention solution located along in the highway and other highway traffic road, in the office and around the area of Netherlands. And the coir pith can be utilized in the fertilization. So in this lecture we discuss about the fiber yielding plant of this coir plant, and also we discuss about the oil seed plant of this coir, because the plant is are useful for in the both our purpose, the formation of this fiber and the formation of this oil extraction. So in this lecture we completed our the fiber yielding of the oil plants, the coconut, cotton, hemp, sun hemp, jute, flax and coir. So in this today lecture we completed our point is the fiber yielding plant, and in our next lecture we discuss about the oil seed plant. Thank you.